What's going on, comic fam? It's your boy, the Bearded Comic Bro, and it is time again for another Scout Comic subscription unboxing video. If you are not familiar with Scout Comic subscription box, it's very simple. You pay $38.99 and you get a box of their comics, all the stuff that they drop that month, delivered to your door, so you don't have to worry about fighting to make sure you get your copy. You know you're going to get what you want. And if you've been following my channel, you know I think Scout is putting out some of the best stuff out there right now. Whether it's indie, whether it's one of the big competitions, Scout is killing it. So if this is something that you think it intrigues you, you're interested in some of these storylines, check out the subscription box. They throw in some cool variants and things like that. So with that being said, let's see what's in the box, and let's talk comics.
I can feel your anger. It gives you focus.
All right, gang. It's not technically a mystery box. We've talked about this before. You get a list on the website of what they're going to ship to you, what you can expect. Now, they'll sometimes throw out like where you don't know if you're going to get like a mystery. There's a mystery variant in here. And sometimes there's special store incentive covers that you can only get via Scout Comics. You can only get via the subscription box. Things like that are pretty cool that you can get. And another attractive reason to do the box, if you're liking the topics of, if you're liking the comics that they're putting out there, this is a really cool thing. I think Scout's smart by setting the stage to do this. You get some cool prints sometimes. You get, like I said, some mystery box stuff that you don't know what to expect. It comes in nice and packaged in this. And it looks like we've got some goodies here today. So I think it's 12 issues, 12 comics if memory serves. So they kind of break it up into 2 packs here. We're gonna flip this bad boy down here, put this here. I don't look, I know I can see there's something on top. I'll flip that down. Whew, we made it safely without me seeing what was in that bubble wrap package. And we're gonna see what's in my Scout subscription box. I know what there is, but I don't know everything. And see what we got. Crucified #1 variant cover by Sheldon Allen and Armin Osdick. So I have no idea what this series is about. I can put a guess just because of what it's called and the cover you see. It looks like it probably has something to do religious based, and somehow I'm curious to see what that is. I'm really intrigued to see. I know nothing about this. I don't even remember if this was on the list. Maybe it was. Maybe this is a special mystery variant that I got. So I'm excited to see that, because that's what I like about this box. There are issues and stuff that I have no idea what I'm going to get. And I might be like, ooh, is this going to be a series I like? Or is it one I'm like, I don't know. Yasmine #3, Saif Ahmed, Fabian Mascolo, Yasmine #3. If you've watched my other videos of this, Yasmine is one of my new favorite series from Scout. It's not like any other comic that's out there, in my opinion. It's a super dark, kind of tragic storyline. But because of that, I think it's so well written. I think it's a story that needs to be told in our society and our culture. And I think this team has created a book that is beautifully written dealing with topics that are very hard and uncomfortable to talk about. But I think there's a place for it in comics, and I think they have found a very appropriate and well-done way to do that. So I'm excited to read Yasmine 3. If you guys have not checked out Yasmine, by all means, check it out. I think you will be thoroughly happy with it. Up next, we have Welcome to Paradise City. Welcome to Paradise. I don't think there's city. So Welcome to Paradise. But Medina, Sawyer, Campbell, Myers are all on this team. This is one of the new #1s that was coming out this week. Again, I don't know much about this. It looks like a 1980s kind of video game vibe comic, so that's intriguing. Again, Welcome to Paradise. Don't know too much about this one. But that looks like it could be a fun read. So I'm excited to dig into that and see what that storyline is all about. And hopefully next box, I'll be able to know, because maybe there'll be an issue 2, maybe in order the next couple boxes, and I'll be able to tell you a little bit more about what Welcome to Paradise is. Because then I get books like this. Alenis Wasn't Built for Taurus. It's written by Eric Palicki. Wendell and Mark and Sean, all else are contributing to this book. This was one that was hot last month's box. I was excited to get. I remember if I told you it had this kind of twist that you don't know what's going to happen. And then it twists again. You're like, ooh, okay. So this is one of those stories I'm really intrigued to see where they take it with this, because there's so many different routes that you could go with this, with Alenis Wasn't Built for Taurus. And I'm excited to see what Eric does with this, with his art or with his writing, because the first issue was a banger. I really liked it. Ooh, what do we got here? Zen Zenober. So this was when I knew we were getting this. So this is a one-shot, more fire, super dope. Dragon on that. Sin Brokaw are involved in this. Again, not something I know too much about, but that's cool to see what's in store there. Check it out. That's pretty neat. This is light. I'm betting you guys this is an ash can. It is By the Horns, Naso Myrrh, and Tabakaru. This looks like a fantasy kind of adventure. I'll tell you, the ash cans are something that's been really cool that Scouts has been putting in these boxes, because I found some of my favorite comics, and some a couple issues ago I got the Recount as an ash can. What was the ash can last week? Phantom Starkiller, By the Horns. I'm excited to see what this is about. So really cool ash can. Just gives you 3-4 pages of what the comics are going to be about, and you get that hook real quick. You know if it's going to be something that's up your alley or if it's not. So that's pretty sweet. Up next we have, this feels heavier. Of course it's heavy. It's Vladra Cool, Mateo and Andrea. Really intriguing storyline about dealing with Vladra Cool. The art is kind of a more grunge art style on this, which I think is really intriguing with the storyline. It works out really well. It's not sharp, crisp lines. It's more of this kind of a flow, and I think it works out really well with the story. So I think this is the final of the arc. I know a lot of the Scout comics seem to be doing 3-issue arcs, kind of testing the waters, and then if people like it, the creative team usually has a vision for more, but they kind of keep it at that 3 to start to see. So I'm excited to see what else they do with this world as well. Bam, what do we got next? Grit number 3. Again, Wickham, Castanero, Goff, Myers. This is the variant cover. This is a really intriguing storyline too. Kind of a old, I think it's like kind of like a middle-aged, not older than a middle-aged man who's basically a troll hunter kind of thing. Fantasy world. The characters are kind of rough, gritty. I compared him last video to like a Clint Eastwood, kind of like get off my lawn type of guy. But this is a story I think that a lot of people have been digging. I've been enjoying it as well. That I know it's been flying off the stands at the LCSs. So Grit is something you should check out for sure. What do we got next? Ooh-wee. I've been waiting for this one. North Bend number 5 by my man Ryan Ellsworth. I got to interview Ryan. We got to talk about North Bend. North Bend is this really sweet story. DEA, kind of with like the mind control enhancement drugs, kind of like a Manchurian Candidate. Take it like The Wire with Manchurian Candidate, with just, it's buck wild. It's a really cool storyline. I've been waiting for issue 5. This is going to close this arc of North Bend. And I know from talking with Ryan in the interview, he has a lot more in store for this world. But I'm excited to see where this kind of arc closes up and what doors he still leaves open in this world of North Bend. If you guys have not checked out North Bend, what are you doing? Do it right now. Watch my interview with Ryan. Read the book. You'll enjoy it for sure. We got 3 more comics up deck on deck. Up next, whatever, you know. Number 1, Concrete Jungle by Sheldon Allen, Carl Moser. Carl, I think he does the art for The Man Who Effed Up Time. Sheldon Allen, I'm blanking on what he did. This is really cool. This says for mature readers. I don't know too much about it. Another issue, number 1, that Scout was putting out. I'm going to dig into this and be really excited, and hopefully I'll be able to come back and tell you guys a little bit about what Concrete Jungle is, and if it's something that I like. This is light, so I'm wondering, is it another ash can? Or is it a print? It's another ash can. Red Shift. Oh, I saw some guys, I think Charlie Stickney was posting about this today, or the other day when I got this. Written by H.S. Tack, Brent McKee. Looks like it's a storyline of they are kind of in Mars, colonized, and people aren't really being able to handle Mars, so this guy has to go out and find a new world that they can survive in. I think is kind of what I saw on the quick synopsis. I could be completely wrong. If not, that looks really cool though still. I think this comes out later, right before the end of the year. I'm always down for a good space book. So what do we have as the last book? I don't remember. What am I missing? What do we need? What do we have still? Number 1, Shadow Play. Oh, this is from the world of Stabbity Bunny. Stabbity Bunny is one that Scout has had for a long time in their wheelhouse, and I picked up a reprint of issue 1 in my last box. It was that sweet homage cover to Punisher, the first appearance of Punisher, but it was done Stabbity Bunny style. So I don't know what's this world is about as much still, but I like that it can be I can get into Stabbity Bunny world a little bit more with just this storyline, and I'll see if it's something I can follow along with, not knowing too much of Stabbity Bunny yet, because that's something I want to get into, but I haven't. So that's it, gang. This is the box. That's quite a stack. It's quite a haul. Scout Comics subscription box. If you guys are interested in getting a subscription box for yourself, the links are in the description video as well. As always, they have a bunch of stuff on their website, so go check out Scout Comics if there's stuff that I've talked about in my past videos that you're trying to still get. If you've watched some of my interviews with some of the Scout creators and you're like, I want to get some of their stuff, go to scoutcomics.com, look for some old stuff, check out the subscription box, see if it's something you're interested in. They post what they're going to put each month, so you kind of have an idea. October is up right now. Make sure you guys get in on that if this is something that you think might be up your alley. Hopefully you guys are enjoying these videos. As always, like the video or don't like it. You can dislike it. People do that all the time. It's okay. I still like you guys. Leave comments. Let me know what are some of your favorite series that Scout's doing right now. And as always, if you guys aren't subscribed to the channel yet, do that. That just lets me know you're enjoying some of the content that we're putting out here on the Bearded Comic Bro channel. Hopefully, as always, you can find some time to curl up, grab a book, and nerd out. Peace.